In this video, I will talk about what is a suspended status. A suspended state is a process that is not in memory, therefore not immediately available for execution, whether or not it is waiting for an event. Why was the suspended state created? First, we must remember that the I/O activities are slower than the processing speed. So, in an uniprogram system, the processor is usually idle most of the time. Also, the 5-state system allows moving from one process to another when a process is blocked. The processor is still faster than I/O activities, so the need to create a new state make the use of swapping, which consists of moving a process from main memory to disk, in order to free up space to hold other higher priority process. That process will remain in what we call a suspended state. But this presents a difficulty. All of the processes that have been suspended were in the block state at the time of suspension. It clearly will not do any good to bring a block process back into main memory, because it is still not ready for execution. Recognize, however, that each process in the suspended state was originally blocked on a particular event. When that event occurs, the process is not blocked and is potentially available for execution. Therefore, it's necessary to rethink this aspect of the design. There are two independent concepts here, where a processor is waiting for an event, blocked or not, whether a process has been swapped of main memory, suspended or not. To accommodate these new combinations, we need 4 states. Block to block suspend. If there are not ready processes, then at least one block process is swapped out to make room for another process that is not blocked. This transition can be made even if there are already processes available. If the operative system determines that the currently running process or a ready process that it would like to dispatch require more main memory to maintain adequate performance. Other state is block suspend to ready suspend. A process in the block suspended state is moved to the ready suspended state when the event for which it has been waiting occurs. Note that this requires that the state information concerning suspend process must be accessible to the operative system. Ready suspend to ready state. When there are no ready processes in main memory, the operative system will need to bring one into continuous execution. In addition, it might be the case that a process in the ready suspended state has higher priority than any of the processes in the ready state. In that case, the operative system design may dictate that it is more important to get at the higher priority process than to minimize swapping. Ready state to ready suspended state. Normally, the operative system would prefer to suspend a blocked process rather than a ready one, because the ready process cannot be executed, whereas the block process is taking up main memory space and can be executed. However, it may be necessary to suspend a ready process if that is the only way to free up a sufficiently large block of main memory. Also, the operative system may choose to suspend a lower priority ready process rather than a higher priority block process if it believes that the block process will be ready soon. Advantage of having the suspended status. The main advantage is that when all processes in memory are in the block state, the operative system can suspend a process by putting it in the suspended state and transfer it to disk. The space that is freed in main memory can be used to fetch another process. When the operating system has performed a swapping out operation, it has two options for selecting a process to bring into main memory. It can support a newly created process, or it can bring in a previously suspended process. We can use the suspended process in 5 cases usually. The first is the swapping, when the operating system needs to release sufficient main memory to bring in a process that is ready to execute. The second is interactive user request. Is when a user may wish to suspend execution of a program for purpose of debugging or in connection with the use of the results. The third is the timing, when a process may be executed periodically and may be suspended while waiting for the next time interval. And the fourth case is parent process request, is when a parent process may wish to suspend execution of a descendant to examine or modify the suspended process, or coordinate the activity of various descendants. And the final case is the other reasons, when an operating system may suspend a background or utility process or a process that is suspended of causing a problem.